What's up, guys? I'm gonna go through a little bit of a minecart tutorial for those of you that are having trouble with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play back this video and show this map of the minecart in the background and just kind of explain what I'm doing at each point of the minecart. And hopefully it'll help you start getting sub 2s. Even with one crash, you can still get sub 2. I really recommend practicing this on emulator before moving to console just so you can kind of memorize what's going on in each room, but this recording was done on console a couple minutes ago. So anyway, let's begin. For the first room, this is kind of the first room, this one here. You start off here and you got this long stretch of track with the one free mushroom at the start, and then you just kind of go make a right turn here, grab the mushroom here, go up this skinny little track here that's got this kind of hairpin turn at the end, and then grab these two mushrooms here, go around, skip that mushroom, go around the hairpin turn, and you know, just go all around, and into here is into the first side scroller. It's pretty simple, nothing too complicated in here. It's mostly just every time you come to a long stretch of track, almost every time you want to use a mushroom. A couple small things of tech we can go over first is when you are breaking, there are two situations in which you'll need to break. One of which is if you just use a mushroom and a corner is approaching fast, and the other being if you're approaching a hairpin turn, sometimes both in conjunction. A hairpin turn, no matter how fast you're going, you have to break, otherwise you're going to crash, and that's going to waste you like 2 seconds. I see a lot of people hold down on the Y or the A brake buttons for a long time when they're turning a corner. You don't need to do that. You can actually just mash the buttons, and each time you hit the button will decrease your speed by a little bit, so you don't need to hold it for very long. You can just mash it and it's a little bit faster. So anyway, I'm going to show you the first room. So it starts off pretty simple. You see how I just got the free mushroom right at the start. Sorry, the quality's so bad. You just use that mushroom right away, like, so that stretch of track there was just this long line here. And then, pretty standard, you just keep going, turn right on this track here to grab that mushroom, and then grab this one here. Now what's coming up is this section of track here. This long one that's got like, that's got the little tiny turn in the middle of the track and then a hairpin turn. You might be tempted to use a mushroom here because the track is so long. Don't actually do that. Just go at regular speed, because you're going to have to brake like hella early if you want to actually not crash on this little point here. So don't be fooled by a long stretch of track here. Don't use a mushroom here, just go as normal. So you'll see that here. So I'm just going at normal speed, and then I'm mashing the brake button here and here. And then what I actually try to do is when you're first turning the corner, you can use the mushroom as you're turning a corner and get a little bit more speed out of it, because at the end of this stretch of track, which is here, you're going to have to brake a little bit at the end anyway, probably. So if you start using your mushroom like here as opposed to here, you get a little more speed out of it, because since you're going to have to brake anyway, you might as well start using it as early as possible. You can do this on pretty much every corner of the track. So like, when you use the mushroom here and you go on this stretch of track here, you can actually use your mushroom like right there. You'll see that shortly though. So right as I'm making that hairpin turn, I use the next mushroom, and then I brake at the end there. So that's right there, I brake. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold right, because this part of the track here is coming up where I'm going to turn there and grab a mushroom and then grab another mushroom. So hold right. Then right around here, like in maybe half a second or so, like when I'm around here is when I'm going to use that next mushroom. And when you do that, you want to jump immediately to grab this mushroom and jump immediately after that to grab the mushroom after that. So like this. You see those two jumps side by side like that to get these two mushrooms here because they're so close together. That's actually really hard to do on emulator, but on a console it's pretty easy. Then once you hit the end of this track here, you're going to brake again. Just keep going as normal until you hit this section and then use another mushroom. So you'll see. Just kind of let the track take you where it wants to go here. Brake there. Keep going. Don't press anything. Don't press anything. Okay. That turn there is where you want to use a mushroom. when it's about to deviate there, don't hold right, don't grab that mushroom, you don't need it. Just keep going along this single stretch of track. But this one's tricky because as you see here, this stretch of track has got a hairpin turn at the end, and this is actually not that long of a stretch of track. So, because not only you're going fast, but you're also coming to a hairpin turn, you have to brake like a little more here. So what I normally do is I hit the brakes like right around here, like right as the track actually becomes like the hairpin, the dual track here. As soon as I pass this corner here, I usually brake once there and then brake again when I get up here. So I'm still going kind of fast here, but not too fast that I can't actually brake without crashing around here. So you'll see what I mean in a sec. So I brake right around there and then again at the hairpin turn. So if you do that successfully, you're not going to crash, but you're still going to get a lot of speed. So coming around here, you want to do again, you want to use the mushroom before the corner. Just hit it once, grab this mushroom, keep going. You want to boost again around here. If you can't boost here and you have to do it after the pothole, that means you did your first boost up here a little too late. So you want to do your boost like around here, jump the corner, grab this mushroom, keep going. Then you want to be mashing X so that you start boosting again right around here. Let's see it in action. You see how I got the boost right before the pothole? Now here you just keep going, brake at the hairpin turn, and then you're onto the side scroller. So that was pretty straightforward. It's just jump, boost, brake, keep going, right turn, mushroom, mushroom, don't boost here, don't boost here, brake there, boost around the corner, brake there, turn right, boost here, mushroom, jump mushroom, brake here, keep going normal speed, brake here, boost here, keep going, brake once around here, and then again around the hairpin turn, then boost when you're going around this last corner, grab that mushroom, boost again here before the pothole, and grab the second mushroom. That's it. It's there's not really a lot of stuff you can do. It's like you can kind of tell what you have to do by how many mushrooms you have. It's pretty easy. The side scroller room is where things get really tricky. So I've got a map of the side scroller room, the first side scroller room here. So you start off on like this middle track. I'm gonna call this halfway point here like the middle track. And then these are like the top tracks, and then down here is like the bottom track. So there's like 3 levels of tracks in here, as you can see. You start off on the mid track. For this entire room, just mash X. Like, I actually like to hold on to X with my right hand and mash with my right hand and press B with my left hand, because you don't need to use a D-pad in here. It's useless. You don't need to brake in here. All you're doing is mashing and jumping. So generally what you're going to do is, I'll outline it first. You start mashing in here, jump up on this level, grab those 4 coins, fall down here, grab that mushroom, jump up here, grab those 2 mushrooms. Fall down onto the middle track, but then once you get to the end of the middle track, you jump and grab this mushroom, and you're going to fall right down onto the floor. So you're going to grab some more coins. Grab some more coins. Now this is the tricky part. Somewhere around here, you want to jump up onto this middle platform. There's no real visual cue for this, for when to do this jump, because if you jump too soon, you're not going to get on top of the platform, and if you try to jump again, it'll just hit your head. If you jump too late, you're just going to hit your head. So this just takes practice. You just want to do this room a bunch of times, like on emulator or something, kind of get a feel for when you have to jump. So you want to get those 4 coins, jump up on here, grab that mushroom, and then fall back down. However, if you miss this mushroom, like if you don't get the jump, you're going to be slowed down a little bit from bonking your head, but you can actually then jump onto this rail and grab this mushroom instead. You're not going to get both of them. Just try to get this one because it's faster. If you miss that one, you can always get this one too. Just in case, but I always go for this one. So you fall back down off the middle rail, get these 3 coins if you didn't miss it, and keep going. At this point, like, you're just going to be coasting along the bottom for a while. You're going to see a bunch of stuff pass up there that you can't get, but just keep coasting, keep coasting. Then you come to these 2 mushrooms here. Grab both of those mushrooms. But once you grab those 2 mushrooms, you gotta start paying attention because pretty soon you're gonna get to the hardest part of this room, which is jumping onto this platform and then jumping onto this platform and getting 3 mushrooms out of it. If you don't get these 3 mushrooms, you're probably not going to get a sub 2. So these 3 are very, very important. And the way that I like to do that, I've made another video about this, but if you're like getting those 2 mushrooms, start looking at like this part of the screen up here. Because once this mushroom here enters your field of view, you can't get it, but you can see it. As soon as I can see that mushroom, I react to that visual cue, and that's when I initiate my jump. And every single time, that has gotten me onto this platform. Then getting onto the next one is just a matter of jumping when you're right at the edge, not falling off, but also not jumping too soon to miss it. So you want to be mashing X this entire room to make sure you have enough speed to go from here all the way over to here. So once again, just to recap, mash X this entire room. You're going along here, jump up, get these coins, fall down, get the mushroom, jump up, get those 2 mushrooms, fall down, jump off the edge, grab that mushroom, fall down, get those 4 coins. I went too far. I went way too far. Sorry, get those 5 coins, keep going, get those 4 coins, and right around here you want to get a feel for jumping up onto this platform, grab that mushroom, fall down, get those 3 coins. And of course, if you miss that mushroom, you can jump up here and grab that one. So keep going along the bottom, just keep going, keep mashing X. Get those 2 mushrooms, start paying attention, look up here, look up at this part of the screen. Then once you see that mushroom, initiate your jump, get up onto the middle platform, then as you're still mashing X, jump up onto this next platform. Now once you get up here, stop mashing X, because you want to leave this room with 4 mushrooms and not 3. So once you're up here, don't mash X anymore, because if you do, you'll use another mushroom and it's not going to get you very far because like the room ends here. So anyway, I'm going to show you that in action. So here we go. I'm mashing X all through this room. I jump up, get the 4 coins, jump up, get the 2 mushrooms. So you see how I did that first section. I just jumped, got the coins, got that one, jump, got the mushrooms, all while mashing X. You'll see X, this button here is like, I'm constantly flashing it. So you'll see where, the end of the track here, where you have to jump to grab that mushroom. I'm about to do that in this video. So there you go. I just boosted, got the mushroom, fell down, and now I'm grabbing the 5 coins. Grab the 5 coins, wait a bit, grab the 4 coins, wait a bit, jump up, and get that tricky mushroom. So I jumped like right around here to get this one. It's like, once again, that's something that you're just going to have to get used to the timing for. There's no like visual cues or anything that I use for that. If you find one, feel free to mention it in the comments. So now I'm on the ground again, around over here, getting those 3 coins. Skipping the mushroom that I can't get on top of it. So now I'm just going to coast for a bit until I get the 2 more mushrooms on the bottom. So these 2. Around here is when I start looking up here. Up in this area. So as soon as that mushroom enters my field of view, you see how, like, I see that mushroom now. Like, I see that mushroom there, so I react to it. And my reaction time is like, oh, I see that mushroom, better jump. So I jump. And that's how I got onto the platform, and I jump again, and that's how I get up there. And you'll notice that I stopped mashing once I got onto that platform. Let's just look at that again. So I stopped mashing like right at the end of that platform, so I didn't use another mushroom, because you want to have 4 when you get out of that room. That room is like, it's quite a bit of memorization to do, so just keep practicing it over and over again, and get used to the timing of those tricky jumps. And if you leave this room with 4 mushrooms, you're in really good shape. So my time on this room was like a 2:53 or something. No, a 0:53. Yeah, 0:53 is a pretty good time for getting out of this room, so you want to be around there when you're finished room number 2. Now the third room, I would say this room is the hardest execution-wise. Room number 2 I think has the most on the line, but room number 3 has the most technically that you have to do. So look at how complicated that is. You start off immediately here with a turn, and a pothole. Mushroom, hairpin turn, short track, long track, another hairpin turn. Then this division here where you definitely have to hold right, otherwise you got to go through all this nonsense. So hold right here, go around, mushroom, and then this little part here is deceiving. You actually got to break here, even though it doesn't look like you have to. Over here, just keep going, and then you have this other shortcut here, and if you miss that, you got to go all the way down there and around, so don't miss that. Make sure you hold right when you get up to that little tiny pothole nook. Then you got another freaking tiny little turn, then you got another hairpin turn, and another pothole, and another hairpin turn. Like, this room is just a mess. So, there's a whole bunch of places you have to use mushrooms in here. You want to use a mushroom immediately as you come into this room. So, like, as soon as a room, like, you want to be mashing X loading this room, because, like, you're gonna land, like, right here, and that puts you right at the start of a corner, so you use a mushroom, and you actually automatically are boosting while you turn the corner. But because this is a short section of track, jump over the pothole and start breaking, like, right here. Around here. So start breaking, but then you can use the mushroom again at this turn, grab this, jump and grab this one, keep going, and once again, when you're boosting right in front of a hairpin turn, you want to break around here first, then break again up here. So you want to do the double break, since you're boosting here and you got a hairpin turn. Just keep going. This is going to get complicated, so I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean with those two boosts. So let's watch. So immediately I use the mushroom, jump, break, mushroom again, break, break. So you see how I boosted here, I braked here, I boosted again, grabbed the mushroom, and then I started breaking around here, and then breaking here. That's because if you wait until here and only break once, you're going to go off the track and crash, and it'll lose you 2 seconds. So I want to break once and then break twice. That's always when you're approaching a hairpin turn. So you kind of have to remember what's coming as you're doing the minecart, and that's just going to come with practice. So the next thing I do, once I get past this hairpin turn, this is tricky, but you want to remember not to boost at the end of this hairpin turn. You're going to do it after this short stretch of track right after the turn. So like this. Don't boost here instead. So you're going to boost there. Don't turn and get that mushroom. You don't need it. It just wastes time. Just boost right past it, and then break at the end of this short little track. Go along this part normally. Don't boost again until you get here. This is a big, long stretch of track. So what's different about this stretch of track is that you're going to boost like right here, and this is going to, that boost is going to stop at around here without you pressing anything. You're just going to keep going without braking. Normally, when you're boosting before a turn that mandates a break no matter what, you have to brake early on and then again in the break. You don't have to do that here just because this track is so long and your boost is going to run out before you approach this turn without you even having to brake. So just keep going as normal and like boost here, just go and just brake when you're hitting this corner. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do an early break around here or anything. So let's show that. So here we go. See how I don't brake for the mushroom? I just brake for the tiny turn. Next thing you're gonna do is don't boost any of these turns here. Just go. You don't have to brake on any of these. Just go with the flow. Make sure you hold right when you get here, so that from your perspective, hold right so that you get to this part of the track and not this stupid thing. You want to go over here. It kind of tries to deceive you with this turn here. Don't go for that turn. Just boost when you get here. It's a little tiny short piece of track, but you just boost here, brake at the end, grab the mushroom, and then brake here at the track intersection. This is probably the only intersection in the entire minecart that you have to brake at, so just be careful of this. Because it's an intersection and then a turn right after. So any turns that are that close together you have to brake for. So just be very careful and remember that. So let's see that in action. So here I'm not boosting, I'm just holding right here, boosting here, grabbing the mushroom, braking, and then, yeah. So you see how I put on the brakes here, then I just went as normal. Then the track is gonna put you here, and shortly on your left, you can see, you see this little stretch of track with a pothole in the middle of it? make sure you hold right and jump over it. If you miss that jump, it's going to send you back over here and you have to do all this stupid crap down here. So, no boost or anything here, just hold left and jump. Like that. And then you kind of cut across here and skip all this stupid crap. Now, this is another long-ish section of track, so you might be tempted to boost here, but don't do it just because there is a hairpin turn at the end that you don't... Well, not really a hairpin turn, but like a tiny little corner turn that is just going to require you to brake instantly after you use a mushroom, so it's a waste of a mushroom. Don't do it. Just go normally here until you get past this turn. Then you might be tempted to boost here too, because this is another longer stretch of track. Don't do it. Wait till you get here to boost. So boost on this corner. And then, because there is another hairpin turn here, you want to brake at around here. Sometimes I wait too long and I brake right at this corner. Don't do that, otherwise you're going to crash even if you brake here again. So brake like right around here, right before the corner. Let's show what it looks like. So I'm not boosting here, brake there, not boosting here, but I'm boosting here. And then you see there's this hairpin turn on my right that's coming up. So I want to brake right around here before I reach that corner. And then brake again on the hairpin turn. That's how you do... There's two sections of the track that are like this. The second one I actually mess up in this video, but it's okay because you can still get sub 3 with one crash. So, like, always just be mindful that when a hairpin turn is approaching, no matter whether you have to turn before it again or not, you still have to brake like a second or so before you actually make the turn. So, after you get past that turn, all this is just normal, no boost, no brakes. I don't remember if I boost. No, I don't think I boost here because I don't have any mushrooms. Yeah, you don't have any mushrooms here, so just go grab this mushroom. Then you might be tempted to use this mushroom immediately because there's a corner coming up before a long stretch of track. It's actually better if you just go past this corner, jump over the pothole, and then boost. And then grab this mushroom at the end. And then you don't need to brake for this corner because, once again, this track is so long. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So I'm just going normally. Then grab this mushroom, and then I wait until I'm past the pothole, and then I boost. Then I grab the mushroom. And you'll notice how I'm not braking here. So, once again, grab the mushroom, wait, jump, and then boost. Then grab this mushroom, then just go as normal, and then you can boost again on this corner. And just like we saw up here with this stretch of track, you have another one near the end of this part of the level with this little hairpin turn there. So you want to do the same thing. Boost on the corner, keep going, brake right around here. Don't wait till you get to the corner because it's too late. This hairpin turn is a little bit shorter, so you want to brake like a little further away from it first, and then brake again across the turn. I actually messed this up in this video, and I'll show you how. So I didn't brake enough there. I almost had it, but I didn't brake enough, and I kept this in the video anyway just to demonstrate that you still can get a sub 2 even if you have one crash like that. It's actually okay. Then, yeah, so you have no mushrooms now, and you're just gonna go into the last part of the minecart, which is the side-scroller. So this side-scroller part is really easy. It's not as tricky as the first one. Like, this part here is hard. This is easy, and you will get it like your first try. You start off with no mushrooms, so you just keep going until you get this mushroom. Then for the rest of this room, you are mashing X while you're jumping once again. So just mash, no brakes, just mash all through this level. Grab that mushroom, grab these coins, grab the mushroom on the track, then jump up and grab that mushroom. You don't need to jump here because you're tall enough that you'll get all these coins and the mushroom. But you do want to jump here to grab that mushroom. Then once you land, you want to jump when you're like almost under the first coin. So you jump and get these coins here and also the mushroom on your way down. Because these coins are important for safe side menu. If you're really good at wiggler jumps, you're going to have like a big coin deficit as opposed to someone who's not good at wiggler jumps because they get a lot of spare coins from that. So like every coin matters in minecart, so get used to getting them. Then once again, you want to grab as many of these coins as possible. Most importantly, grab the mushroom. So jump up, then just keep boosting, grab this last mushroom without jumping, and then there's nothing left in the minecart. Just keep mashing X because you have tons of coins. Sorry, tons of mushrooms, so I'll show you now. So I start off, no mushrooms. I'm just going to mash X this entire room. So I grab that one, I jump to grab the coins, I jump to grab the mushroom, grab those, jump for the coins and grab the mushroom on the way down, and then just keep going. Like, this room is really, really easy. And see, I still get a sub 2 even though I got that one crash. So, yeah, that's my minecart video. Just kind of like, all the stuff that I'm saying in this video is like not going to make a lot of sense to you unless you're actually practicing it. So what you want to do is just practice minecart over and over again. I really recommend practicing it either on your computer emulator or on your Wii Virtual Console because you can make a save state with that. Just do the rooms over and over again until you feel like you've got a really good handle on one. Coming out of room number 1, you want to have like a 38. Coming out of room number 2, you want to have 53, 54. Coming out of room number 3, you want to have like a 137, 138, 139. Any of those are okay. And then finishing up the minecart, you want to have a sub 2. I'll post a link to this map in my video, and just practice it over and over again. Also note that if you want to follow along with my video as you're doing minecart, you can actually pause minecart at any time. You can press start, and it'll just pause you while you just like watch the video or whatever if you're just trying to follow along with what I'm doing, and then try doing it without following me. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you need any more help with SMRPG, check out the wiki. It's also in the video link, and we have a Discord server there where everyone there is pretty cool. So anyway, I hope this video helped you, and good luck with SMRPG.